Joining us now, the governor of Louisiana and the U.S. Special Envoy to Greenland, Jeff Landry. Governor, thank you for joining us here. Let's go right into, obviously, you're now appointed as Special Envoy. With comments like that, President Trump has certainly made it very clear that he has a great interest in Greenland. What is going to happen next? Will you travel there? Will negotiations begin? Because I did see the Danish Prime Minister saying that he does not want to get on board with this.
Well, the one thing I can tell you, Griff, is everyone in Louisiana now wants to go to Greenland for the summer. It gets real hot in Louisiana, and everywhere I go in Louisiana now, the question I'm asked is, can you take me to Greenland with you, Governor? When you go, please let me know. I want to go. It really is. And you know what's amazing is over a year ago, no one was talking about Greenland, okay? The whole time, Russian subs would circle Greenland. The whole time, the Chinese would pluck rare earths out of the Western Hemisphere. Then all of a sudden, we have the election of President Donald Trump. He comes in and says, you know what? The Monroe Doctrine is a real thing. We need to protect America's interests in those countries and territories in the Western Hemisphere. And again, Europe's just ignoring Greenland at the time. I mean, they don't even have first-class status at the UAE. This is an opportunity for Greenland to be invited to an economic table with the United States, the strongest, most advanced economy in the world. And we care. We care about them. We're the fastest security route to give them the security and the protection. It's about an hour away from the United States, where it's 3 to 4 hours from the European continent. I think there's a great opportunity here.
So I guess my main question to you is, what argument will you make to the Danes, who seem to be totally opposed to letting the U.S. come into a territory that they've had autonomous control of going back hundreds of years? What was the case that you'll make to them?
Well, I think our discussion should be with the actual people in Greenland, the Greenlanders. What are they looking for? What opportunities have they not gotten? Why haven't they gotten the protection that they actually deserve? Look, the United States has always been a welcoming party. We don't go in there trying to conquer anybody, trying to, take over anybody's country. We say, listen, we represent liberty. We represent economic strength. We represent protection. Look, no one knows that better than Louisiana. My family has been in Louisiana for over 300 years. We've lived under more flags than anyone living in the continental United States over the history of America. We ended up settling under the United States of America's flag, and for that, Louisiana has been so much better. The country has been so much better. But again, that's a discussion for us to have with the Greenlanders.
Well, we look forward to having you come back on and report how those conversations go. I want to turn, though, before I run out of time, Governor, to address something with you. Just moments ago, we had the Supreme Court block an effort by the Trump administration to deploy National Guard troops in Illinois, namely in Chicago. But yet, as you have increased crackdowns on illegal aliens and crime in your state, you have an announcement.
Yes, I want to thank President Trump. He is fulfilling his commitment. Him and Secretary of War Hegseth are sending the National Guard back into Louisiana, into New Orleans. They will be there for New Year's Eve, and they're going to be there for a deployment through February, which we desperately need. Look, we know how to make cities safe, and the National Guard complements cities that are having high crime problems. Look at what the president's done in Washington, D.C. When he wanted to send the National Guard into Washington, D.C., Louisiana was one of the first to raise his hand and say, our troops will go there and help you. And the city is so much better. They're going to be here in New Orleans. It's going to help us further crack down on the violence here in the city of New Orleans and elsewhere around Louisiana. And so a big shout out to both of them. Thank you.
All right, some breaking news there. Governor Jeff Landry, thank you very much, and please get back to us on how Greenland goes. Fascinating stuff. Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.